You know that feeling, right? That little bit of dread when a huge report is due, and the whole thing hinges on one giant monster spreadsheet. It's getting emailed all over the place, nobody knows which version is the right one, and you're just hoping a single bad copy-paste doesn't bring the whole thing crashing down. It's a story we hear all the time, especially in government. But what if you could actually tame that beast?
So let me just ask you this straight up. Is your most important mission-critical data being held hostage by a spreadsheet right now? If you're kind of nodding your head, then you're going to want to stick around. Because today, we're looking at exactly how one government agency broke out of that spreadsheet prison.
All right, first up, the government spreadsheet trap. You see, for so many public sector agencies, the spreadsheet isn't just a tool, it ends up becoming the entire workflow. And yeah, it feels familiar, it's easy to start with, but it very quickly turns into a massive bottleneck that just grinds progress to a halt and opens the door to all kinds of risk.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem. When you're manually chasing down data, sending files back and forth through email, the whole thing is just slow. It's also incredibly easy to make mistakes. One typo can cascade into huge problems. And maybe the biggest issue of all, you have absolutely zero real-time visibility. You're basically flying blind.
So let's move on to our main story, Mafra's reporting crisis. To really see this trap in action, we're going to look at a real-world case study. It's about Korea's Ministry of Agriculture, Food, and Rural Affairs, or Mafra for short. They were staring down a data collection nightmare that was, well, crippling their ability to function.
And let's be clear, Mafra isn't just some sleepy administrative office. We're talking about an agency responsible for critical national jobs, including stuff like disease control. So the data they're collecting isn't just for some internal report. It's vital for public safety. For them, an inefficient system wasn't just an annoyance, it was a serious liability. And man, were they struggling. Just take a look at this list of their pain points. They were trying to manually collect data from over 200 different branches. A single report took more than 6 hours to compile. The whole process was just filled with errors, duplicate entries, and because there was no single platform, their operational visibility was practically zero. It was a complete recipe for disaster.
I mean, just try to picture this for a second. You've got more than 200 separate branches all emailing in their own spreadsheets. Then some poor person has to open every single file, consolidate all that information, and just pray to the spreadsheet gods that it's all correct. It's a logistical nightmare that's almost perfectly designed to fail.
So that brings us to Section 3, the automation solution. Now, how in the world did they fix a mess this big? You're probably thinking it had to be some massive multi-million-dollar project to rip out and replace their entire system. But what they actually did was so much smarter.
Instead of trying to force everyone to learn a brand new, complex system, they decided to automate the process while keeping the familiar Excel interface that everybody already knew and used. And this right here, this was the key insight. Don't replace the tool, just supercharge the workflow around it.
Okay, Section 4. From hours to minutes. And the results of this one simple shift in thinking? They were, in a word, transformative.
So remember this? Before they made the change, it took them over 6 hours to get through just one reporting cycle. That's nearly a full workday just spent copying, pasting, and checking data. Now, after they put the new automated system into place, that very same process took less than 5 minutes. Let that sink in. From over 6 hours, all the way down to under 5 minutes. That is a mind-blowing leap in efficiency. And all that time saved translates directly into money. Mafra saw annual cost savings of $46,000. This wasn't just about moving faster, it was about freeing up public money and human resources to work on things that actually matter.
This chart here really tells the whole story, doesn't it? They took the challenge of manual collection and turned it into the achievement of real-time data import. The challenge of constant errors and duplicates was replaced by the achievement of automated data validation. And the challenge of having zero visibility was transformed into the achievement of real-time dashboards and insights. They literally turned every single one of their pain points into a major strength.
And these were the key improvements that made it all happen. Their entire reporting process was automated from start to finish. Data could now be queried and entered in real time. They suddenly had the ability to track change histories. And those instant dashboards gave them the high-level visibility they were so desperately missing before.
So let's talk about the big picture, the future of public data. Because Mafra's story isn't just about one agency fixing one problem. It's really a blueprint.
It shows what's possible when we just stop and rethink our relationship with the tools we already have.
Which brings us right back to that question I asked at the beginning. After seeing all this, think about it. What inefficiencies are hiding in your agency's workflows? Where is your most critical data trapped? And what could you accomplish if you finally set it free?
And that is the final, crucial takeaway. Mafra's success is proof that the most impactful changes don't always mean you have to replace your old systems. Sometimes it's about reimagining how they can work for you. The solution you're looking for might already be sitting right there on your desktop. You just need to unlock its power.